Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Cutthroat Performance. Today we'll be doing a replacement on the F30 hood cables. This one, when I bought it, I had this tape all over it. I'm not totally sure why, but over here it's pretty beat up, and it's gotten to the point to where when I pull the lever on the driver's side, it's pretty stiff, almost like the cable's about to break. So today I'll show you guys how to replace that. I have a new one right here ready to get installed. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. First thing you're going to want to do is pop this cap off, and the way it works is I grab the new one. It just has these tabs here that get pushed in. See, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 2 on both sides. You pop those open, and this opens just like that. One thing I discovered was that on my F30 model, I only have 2 tabs, which is one right here and one on the other side. So I'm just gonna put my pry tool under here. Oh, and there it goes. As you can see, for some reason, this one only has 2. But don't need that. You're gonna want to take this little ball out, just like that, and then pull this out. And under here, this whole thing is held in by a little, well, I don't know what you would call that, but it's into the frame of the car. So go ahead and start taking your wires out and just pry up on this, and it'll release those 2 tabs, and then we can go ahead and start working on unhooking the ball on both latches. So as you can see, that ball, we're just going to take this wire, pick it up and over, and it should release that. So go ahead and try to do that now, if I can. Oh yeah, well, that was easy as hell. And then now we do the next one. One thing I did forget to mention was you guys have to take this this part out, which is held in by this bracket. It's literally just held in there. Oops. So I'm gonna put my hook behind it and then just pull on it. So, there we go. Well, it's fucking gone, but that's how you take it off. And now, if I grab this wire, it should come out. As you can see, this one is pretty damn worn, so it's a good thing I'm replacing it before eventually my hood would have got stuck and I wouldn't have been able to open it, and I would have had to go under my car, or well, take my wheel off and then reach up on here. But by doing this, it's just a little bit of a preventative maintenance. And furthermore, we'll go ahead and continue off on this one. So there's that wire, and once again, I actually have a little peephole here. I guess you could have done the same thing on this side, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop my hook under there and see if I can manage to get that out. So there we go. That's out. Now I have to get that that thing out, whatever the hell it's called. I'll go ahead and give you guys a top view, but there's that thing there. Now all I'm going to do is hook it. I'm just gonna pry it out, literally. So let me just do that right quick. In this case, my tool that I'm using is kind of short. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this long screwdriver. Should do the trick. So go ahead and go in there. There you go. And it's out. And now, just before you take all your wires out, you want to just go ahead and try to remember where everything goes. So it starts from here, and you have this little crease right here where this sits in, and it did go through there. And both wires went through that hole in here. And I have an aftermarket intake. I know that on the OEM intake, it has a little like a little bracket here that actually hangs on to the intake tube. But since mine's aftermarket, I could just pull up here. I have a zip tie here because this shit broke. This one did. But anyways, so I'll go ahead and just start taking it. And that one's out too. Oops, that one's out. As you can see, if I can focus, it looks like shit. So now we'll go ahead and start putting in the new. So here I have the cable that goes to that side. It's all just one big piece, but I'll go ahead and start feeding it through there. And I'll just grab it from here. Just like that. I'll start feeding it some more. I'm gonna go ahead and feed both wires in there, and then get them where they have to go, and then I'll get back on how to rehook those things. Now I have this tab in. Go ahead and knock that shit in there. I'll go ahead and reassemble this. Just like that. Oh, and my light just went out. But you can still see. And this just gets pushed in there. And now I just close this up. This gets wired over here and through here. And we're almost done. I have a hand on that little wire. As you can see, I have it here. My light went out, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put that wire. I'm gonna line it up onto that bracket, and then with my other hand, I'm gonna go ahead and push it. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. It goes in the same way it came out. So we'll just cut to me finishing. So I just got done installing that. I could fit my whole hand in here. I probably even have to use that hook, but yeah, I pushed the ball in, just pulled it down, and that's installed. Now we can move on to the one that's probably going to be a pain in the ass, but we'll see. One thing I have noticed between the new one and the old one has a straight tip, and this one is at a 90-degree angle. Now with the old one, I had to go back here and feed it through here, but with the new one, I can pretty much just do it from here, just like the other side. I would have a fuck ton of extra cord, which I don't understand why I got extra cord, but I mean, it'll work. I mean, whatever, fuck it. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this. It's just gonna go through here. here, and that's that bracket, as you can see, and it goes through there. I'm gonna set this up to where you guys can see both, just like this. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and line that up. Keep it right there. Get my flathead screwdriver. And see, here's my flathead. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a little tug. And it should just pop right back in. Oh. So I went ahead and just installed this. You had to use both hands. I just went through here, pushed that in, I used my finger to guide this, and I went right on in. And now I can go ahead and just organize the cords so that they're not just hanging like that. And we'll go ahead and test if it. Look at that. And she opened right the fuck up. Went ahead and just fed it back over here, and just went in, kind of just tucked it down, and that should be good. Nothing to worry about here. And that's how you install a F30 model hood cable.